Well, Reagan announces that she's pregnant, plus Jeff goes on his first date in 8 years. Ooh, Lord. And plus Kelsey kicks Tamica out of her house. Oh my gosh, it's so much going on. Plus we've got news and gossip and our special segment. It's all coming up.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
That jam. So jammy.
All of our signature.
They're just my little, like my arms, my mom arms. Hey.
Your mom arms?
Hello, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us this week on the After Show for Southern Charm, New Orleans.
Yes.
I am your host, Elle Marie, and I have my other lovely co-host with me.
Hey, guys. I'm Ashley Marie.
And I'm Katie Marie. Just kidding. I'm Katie Thompson. But wouldn't that be great?
It would be
that would be really, really great. But no, it's Thompson.
Start a
just
group or something. So, all right. So we have, like I said, we have our special segment, Charm of the Week, that we're going to talk about, plus some news and gossip. But let's get into the after show. What were you guys' like overall thoughts for this week's episode?
Shocking.
Yes.
Juicy.
Very shocking.
You know, it was good.
It was good. Like I didn't want it to go off. It's like, wait.
So it's done?
Yeah.
45 minutes already passed or an hour?
Yeah, it went by really fast. And the end was so intense. It was like this buildup that we didn't even know was happening.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I wasn't really expecting all of that.
Yeah.
Man. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. So like I said, Reagan finally like announces that she's pregnant.
Yes.
But as far as the friend circle, she first tells Rachel,
Right.
who Rachel is like friends. They're friends too because they were like basically football wives together. Because Rachel's husband plays for the Saints or used to play as well. So I guess Rachel kind of came over because last week or a week before, Tamica and Reagan were talking about the whole situation. You know what I mean? And to me, Rachel seems to be that friend that's a little more level-headed.
Yeah.
The friend that you always have in between the two hotheads. You know what I mean? That can kind of see both sides and bring everybody together. What did you think about the scene of Rachel and Reagan together?
Well, one, where do you get a pink carton of eggs? And two, what were the eggs?
What were the eggs?
I don't like. I think it was like meaning like you have all these relationships and maybe you need to concentrate on like yourself, like while you're holding the eggs.
Yeah, I think she didn't maybe bring that home.
Yeah,
we didn't see that. Yeah, we didn't see that brought home. But I think that what she was saying, like we all have our theories on what she was saying. I think she was saying that you're holding all these relationships and holding all these eggs, something's gonna crack. Like you're juggling too much and you're trying to please too many people when you need to just be trying to please yourself and reset this point. Yeah. So I think that was like the point, the idea.
It was kind of funny when she broke the one that was because she called out a name for each egg, and then she calls out like the Tamica egg, and that one got cracked.
I know.
Like,
whoopsie.
Symbolic of that relationship.
Oh
you
my
know?
gosh!
Like we talked to Tamica the other day on Friday. If you guys haven't watched that interview, go check that out. But she kind of like I was saying, hinting around the fact that the relationship was rocky, and Tamica was like, "It is. Just say it what it is." You know what I mean? So. We hope that they'll bring it back home. But so Reagan told Rachel first about the pregnancy, but then she does tell Tamica.
She called her on the phone.
Over the phone.
That's like breaking up with somebody over the phone. What
so
you
I
doing?
was just like, over the phone?
Yeah.
Over the phone? You know what I mean? But yeah, but real quick though, also with the interview, if you guys check that out, it's on our YouTube page, AfterBuzz Reality. So make sure you guys head there and check out that interview. Not right now, when you finish this, but just so you know where to go. But yeah, so back to them. Like, did you guys think it was like too impersonal for Reagan to do it over the phone? Should she have sat down with Tamica and told her that?
Yeah.
I think that would have been ideal. Go ahead, Katie.
I think it was like she knew that they were filming, so she called her to tell her so that it would be on the camera. And I'm sure that that's because Tamica even said, like, I feel like it's for the show sometimes. So I think she took that opportunity. But it's like, come on. Or like hang out with Rachel and Tamica and tell them both while holding all the eggs. I don't know. So like let's include Tamica more. I'm starting to feel for Tamica in this because Reagan really is just leaving her out of all of it. But yeah.
How'd you feel?
I feel like Tamica and Reagan definitely should have had to sit down and she should have given her that information in person, ideally. But behind the scenes, we don't really know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know
That's
what
true.
their schedules were. We don't know any of that. So maybe she was like, this is the right time. If I'm going to do it, I need to do it ASAP. Mm-hmm. So let me pick up the phone and give her a call. So it could have been a situation like that.
It could have been. Maybe like, let me do this before someone else before she finds out from someone else.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then that's even more of a blow up. You know what I mean? Because then I had to find out you were pregnant by someone else. So, yeah, I could see it from that point of view too. It's like, I would have preferred that she sat down with Tamica and told her, but if it was like a time thing, then yeah, go ahead and just do it right away.
Right.
Yeah, because your friendship would probably just be over if Tamica had heard that elsewhere.
Oh yeah,
man.
Mm-hmm.
So, Film Raider in our live chat said Reagan put on the crazy smile again when she told Rachel she was pregnant, and Reagan is avoiding a face-to-face talk with Tamica. You think she was avoiding it?
I think a little bit too, because like Tamica's gonna go in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's gonna hold her accountable.
She thought she was like Tamica actually was like, because she already kind of suspected it, so she was like happy for her, but she. Reagan felt as if Tamica would have went in like, you just got divorced, you know what I mean? Now you just, started this relationship with him. Now you're pregnant, you know what I mean? And like everything is just moving too fast. And how can you say like you're okay with this? Like you have a whole nother, you know what I mean, life with another man, and you literally just got divorced like 2 weeks ago. You know? So.
Maybe she didn't expect it to all happen so quickly, and she's overwhelmed as well, so she doesn't, want to hear what Tamica may have to think, because maybe she agrees with it.
That's kind of where I was coming from at first. Like, it's just sometimes with friendships, you have to meet people where they are. And even though it seems like Reagan may be leaving Tamica out, it is a lot for Reagan at the same time, and she may want to process it on her own and not with all the backlash and not with everything that Tamica is going to give her. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
I saw on Instagram somewhere where it's like you have your two friends, the one friend where you go to where you know it's going to get you right, and the one that you know is going to let you say what you want to say and tell you what you want to hear. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think it's like she's not going to Tamica because Tamica's this friend is going to like get you right. You know? So
and she probably knows.
I think so, but they're working it out. They're working it out. But before we go to our next topic, let's get a little message about our network.
Oh yes, absolutely. So you're watching right now, so go ahead, like it. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And then on iTunes, give us a little review, give us that 5-star rating, and put a little cute emoji. Something fun, because we love you, and thank you so much for watching us at AfterBuzz TV. Yes. And
thank you guys so much. Special shout outs to the people that do engage us in the comment section on the live chat and on the replay on YouTube. Karen Preston, Lisa Morris, 1966, and Kathy Potochinika. Forgive me, Kathy. I know I destroyed your last name.
You tried, though. You gave it your best.
I gave it my best shot. But the bottom line is thank you all.
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and go into Jeff's date.
Ooh.
Oh.
Lord.
That was about, as much as a train wreck as that train behind them. It was so... And talk about an empty bar.
Yeah.
It was so... If I walked into a completely empty bar for a date, I'd be like, I have to go. This is so uncomfortable.
Weird.
What? He's talking.
Do you guys have cameras here?
Yeah,
someone see my face. So just in case.
It was definitely awkward. He kept kind of referring to the marriage on the date.
He said we.
Our dogs.
Yeah.
We had dogs. You want to present yourself as a married man, but we cannot fault him. This is his first date in 8 years.
Yeah.
So he's just, he's a little rusty, but he's getting oiled up.
Yeah.
He's getting ready.
It's really like the little test date. You know what I mean? I guess he's filling her out, and he wants to take things further with her. Meaning another date or whatever, but still that first one is just like you said, just kind of getting the rust off of him. It's been a long time. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It is sometimes you think when you're not in that situation, how do you forget how to date? Because you were dealing with one person for a long time.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't have to get to know someone else while you're with them. You know what I mean? After a long period of time. So when you're not together anymore and you've got to do this whole dating thing over again, it's weird. It's awkward. You know what I mean? So I think he did okay. It wasn't as bad as when I was first watching it, but I think he kind of wrapped it up, and towards the end it got a little bit better. And I think she was nice too, because she kind of carried the conversation a little bit. She brought it back on her. Yeah. I felt like she didn't do anything to make him feel uncomfortable.
No.
So I like that she was cool.
If I went on a date and the guy like straight up was like, yeah, I was so drunk last night, I just don't even remember talking to you at all, I'd be like, well, I feel very welcome. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thanks. Like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I was cringing.
How important was I, really?
Yeah. But he was excited.
I think she could see through his awkwardness. But anyone else, I probably would have been like, okay, date over.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean? Like, well, who were you expecting? Like, I just really didn't know what you looked like.
Yeah,
like,
right.
So why are you here then? You know what I mean? Like, you really don't remember.
Film Raider said, I thought he was a complete gentleman, and I liked her too.
Oh, okay. I mean, he was a gentleman, but he was just super awkward to me.
And talk about his ex. You don't do that on the first date. Like, and wait till it comes up.
Yeah.
Like, don't be talking about, like, our dogs. And it's,
and I know it's like, he's got to get used to not saying we and our. Yeah. It was like, you know, because then it's like, when that many dogs, it's almost like a little family thing, like your little kids. So then it's like, are you done with this situation? Are you sure? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, to me, that would kind of bring up a red flag. Like, are you done here? You know?
There were 2 flags, I feel like, on that date, for sure.
Yeah. What was the other one for you?
I forgot.
Okay.
And, like, as I said it, I was like, oh, Katie, you forgot what it is. So I was just like, read my mind. But we're good.
And I do want to shout out Ash B313. She said, great job, ladies. Thank you.
Ash, my goodness.
Hey, Ash.
Yeah. But how do you think you guys would have reacted, like, on a date where, like, the guy was, like, saying we and our a lot?
I would just ask, are you, like, over her? How long ago did this happen? I'd start digging and be like, so let me see how much, if I'm going to come back to this, because yikes. Yeah. Oh, the other flag was the drinking thing. That was it. The we thing, and then him being like, I didn't remember you last night. Yeah. 2 flags.
Yeah,
remembered.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. Continue.
Yeah. No, I would have flat out asked them, like, so what's the scoop with the other woman here? Is it still a situation or not?
Right.
Yeah.
So I just would have asked.
Yeah.
What about you?
Same. I would have, I'm not going to lie, I would have asked, but then I would have felt a little bit uneasy about it. Like, I just don't, I feel like he's mentally still there. And I probably would have been like, okay, first and last date.
Date over.
Yeah. That's it.
Date over in your mind.
At least in my mind. Yeah.
You can't escape in the crowd because there just wasn't one. So I'm just going to have to be like, bye.
Grin and bear it. But, so, our favorite couple, speaking of couples, Justin and Kelsey.
Oh.
They are having a housewarming party. And I feel for Kelsey because I feel like, and we kind of were talking about this off air, like how Justin, this isn't a home that they got together.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we're talking about the commitment, and she was excited about it. And it is something that they did together as far as the renovations and everything, but like that's his childhood home. So I think you were making the point, like, how much of a commitment is that for him?
I question the level of commitment that house really symbolizes, right? Because it's a home that they inherited. It's not like they came together and signed closing docs together, right? They just kind of inherited the house, which is a wonderful thing, but I don't think that signifies, hey, I'm committed to you. That's just like if you were to go get an apartment or rent a house and have your girlfriend come live with you. It's kind of the same thing. Yes, she had some input on the decor and the renovations, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's like her name probably
is her name on the deed?
Probably not. So it'll be so easy. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy for him to still walk away if he wanted to. We're not saying Justin doesn't want to be in this relationship, but if he did,
I think we want to see a commitment.
Yes. Yeah. Something real, not, all this fake stuff. But it was really nice, though, the renovations of the home. Yeah. And Kelsey did a good job on everyone that she hired for catering and everything like that, decorations for the housewarming party. It looked really nice. And then the mom came in. Justin's mom came. I thought she was going to throw a little more shade than she did.
She had a little bit.
She did a little bit, but I thought it was going to be more, like a lot.
Wait, what shade did you guys catch? I didn't catch
the chandelier shade.
Yeah.
That was just a question. That was just a mom question.
No.
Yeah, but
she was like, where's the chandelier?
Meaning it best be up when I come back.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think that's what she was saying.
Rid of that?
Oh yeah.
I don't think it was shade.
I think that,
but she was on her best behavior because she can kind of like get at Justin and Kelsey, you know, and both of them. So she was cool.
Now, one thing about Justin and Kelsey, Justin, I feel like, was trying to really amp Kelsey up to defend herself against Tamica. He was really getting her gassed up. And I think that was what we saw at the tail end of the episode, where she was like, you're too loud. Yeah. You're in my house. You need to get out. Like, that was not necessary.
It wasn't. Yeah. And I actually didn't like Justin gassing her up so much, because at the same time, like, I get it. You do need to tell her how she needs to deal with Tamica, but at the same time, if you feel like Tamica's disrespectful and she needs to stand up for her, Tamica's also your friend. And I do think that in this instance, because Tamica's your friend, that you can also talk to Tamica as well. Like, chill out on Kelsey. Like, you know what I mean? And some people may think, oh, well, they're grown. But to me, it's like, that you and Tamica have a relationship as well. You know what I mean? And so you can check her, I think, in my opinion.
He should, I feel it's like
not all on Kelsey.
Yeah, I think he should be standing up for Kelsey more with the whole Tamika thing. Because he's constantly saying, like, oh, Tamika's my friend too. Okay, but, like, when you have to choose in this situation, you need to choose Kelsey. Yeah. So it's like, quit saying that y'all are friends, because that's not what needs to be happening now.
And it could be a fine line that Justin feels like he has to walk, because he's cool with Barry too. And it's like, are you really going to check your boy's wife? You know what I mean? But there's a respectful way to do it. Like, you know, Tamika, you have to chill, or, you know, how whatever it is that he has to say, there's a respectful way to do it. But Kelsey is not the personality to try to check anybody, because we saw she didn't even know when to check her. Right. Like, it wasn't even an appropriate moment. You're too loud in my house.
Like, the preview was like, oh, it's going to go down between Kelsey and Tamika. And then when it happens, it's like, you just literally were excited to kick someone out of your house. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? That's what it seemed like.
That's all that was. It was like, guess what, Kelsey? You're having a party. People are drinking. It's going to get loud. People are going to speak loud.
And Tamika had a great point. She was like, the whole party's loud. Like, I'm not, like, just yelling. And then you came in
yelling as well. Yeah. Like, you're like, this is crazy. But, like, and then the reason Tamika got loud was to kind of get Jeff in order, because poor little Jeff, he was super drunk at this party. But he was kind of feeling away for the fact of, like, how fast Reagan is moving. You know, like, he would, like he said, like, I met the boyfriend last week and he was the boyfriend. I meet him now again and he's the fiance. You know, and little does he know, again at this party, now he's the father of her child.
Oh, SOS, Jeff. I'm so sorry.
Like, he's taken all of that in, but he's not really dealing with it well. And then, like, they FaceTime his date, and then he kind of, like, I guess she was supposed to come. So maybe she'll still show up for next week's episode, but she was supposed to come. Man. So he starts talking to Tamika and Reagan about, like, the date coming. Like, how would you guys feel about that? And blah, blah, blah. Heck, I should have wrote down what he said when he first walked up. Because it was so awkward. I know
that you can be abrasive.
Yeah.
He said, I know that you can be abrasive, and basically he was letting them know, like, if she does come, don't be
that way.
Yeah.
And he was, and we kind of had a good point, because Tamika was saying, like, I wouldn't like her, I would be this way and that way, and then he felt like, you guys are doing that more on me than you do with Reagan. Like, you guys just accepted Reese,
exactly,
like, you know, with open arms. But then if I bring someone, you want to bash her and not like her, like, that's not cool. Which I agree with him. You know, it's not. But the don't address him when you're so drunk.
Yeah, because you could tell when Tamika was talking to him that he was a little litty-city. Because you could just, you know how, like, you can tell when you're talking.
Words were
yeah, they were starting to
his
get there.
Language,
kept
like
going
everything.
To the bar and spike it with another shot. Double. Oh.
And he got real honest with Reagan, saying that she's going into more problems than she has. I was like, ooh.
I was like,
yeah, that
I got uncomfortable. Like, I was there.
Reagan was like,
Homer Simpson in the bush.
She was like, right?
Yeah, what
like,
do you
no,
say
I'm running to something. I was like, but he doubled down, and then he was like, well, no, I just really feel like you're running from something. Like, you're not facing things. You're going so fast.
From Jeff.
Yeah.
Like, running. Get on a horse and just, riding off.
Yeah.
With Reese. That's not going to last, y'all.
With Reese isn't gonna last. But I'm still over here like at a loss for words for, like, Jeff just being so bold. You know what I mean? To say that to her, and it's like
tequila.
I guess
it'll put a mouth on you.
That liquid courage.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like Twitter fingers.
Yes.
Yes, right?
But in person.
Right? But then that kind of made Tamica be like, okay, wait, stop. We stopped this here. You know what I mean? Let me go talk to you. And that's kind of when, she kind of got loud. But then, like... and
I thought Tamica was a real friend for that.
in that moment, Mm-hmm. Because you have to, because it's like, okay... You're kind of wilding out now. You're spilling your guts on things that you really want to say, but this isn't the way to do it. So stop saying that you're okay when you know that you're not, and you want to get these things out. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't have said that right now. You know what I mean? So it's okay to get it out, but do it when you're sober. You know what I mean? Not right now, and stop pretending to be that everything is okay. You know?
But was that the right time for her to do it because he was so drunk?
I think so, just because you needed to kind of, because he was going to keep going.
Stop the situation.
Yeah, he was going to keep going.
All right.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
She had to stop it, for sure.
Mm-hmm. And then here comes Kelsey out of nowhere.
Film Raider said, I agree, ladies. Justin gave Kelsey the power to stand up to Tamica. Too bad Kelsey was too drunk and totally in the wrong. Mm-hmm. And Jeff grows a backbone when he's drunk.
Yeah. No, that's true. Mm-hmm. And then, like, Kelsey, I think she could have handled it better just by trying to diffuse it. She just went in guns blazing, like, oh, you're too loud, like, da-da-da-da-da.
The finger.
Instead of being, whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah,
like, just trying to find out what's going on.
Get out of my house.
Is your name
I
on
wouldn't
the
go
deed?
back.
That's why I was not really like, just ask, is your name on the deed?
Right. I would not go back over there. Like, don't do me like that.
Yeah,
I would not go back over there if I was Tamika.
Yeah.
And she was just too close with the touching.
And
start
the hand in the, like, she came immediately with a hand in the face, like, whoa, calm down. Let's not do that, because I'm not disrespecting your home. Yeah. I'm actually trying to possibly stop, something from getting worse. Yeah. So calm down. You know what I mean? And just like she said, she's always, now I kind of agree with Tamika. She's doing the most.
She really might be. Like, we see it from a different side now.
Yeah. Like, you are doing the absolute most. Yes.
I totally agree.
Oh.
Poor Jeff.
Real quick, though, just to lighten it up a little bit.
Right.
What did you guys think about Jeff and John, like, FaceTiming Jeff's date?
I thought it was
at the party.
I thought it was cute. They're boys.
Yeah.
They're kikiing in their boyish ways, right? I didn't see a problem with it.
I would hate to be that girl, though. I would just hate it, because then it's like, if you're FaceTiming and it's like, then what else? Like, then once we get off the FaceTime, y'all gonna talk about me, and then like, it's just, and I know you're doing it anyway, but it's just a reminder. And to me, it was a little immature and a little shoving it in Reagan's face. Like, I don't know.
A little. It could have been like a little bit.
You know?
Yeah,
because he knew he was behind her. Little did he know that she was telling everybody that she's pregnant, because you could see through the thing that they were FaceTiming. And I was like,
that was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well. It was like, I thought it was cute. But I think unless some other things happened on a date, not insinuating anything, but just meaning that the cameras didn't show us everything that happened on a date. So maybe Jeff's not in like La La Land, and actually the date did go well. Because the way he was like, like, she's coming, and he was so amped, and he was like, the date went great. And it's like, did it though?
Did it really?
Were you at the same date we were watching?
Maybe the off cameras, there was like a kiss or like something, or like a text or something cute that happened we didn't see.
That we didn't see.
She was probably on FaceTime shocked, like, oh, the date went well. Okay.
Right?
Like, did it?
What date are we talking about?
I mean, she answered the FaceTime, so that's saying something.
Yeah, so that is a good thing. All right, well, let's go ahead and get into our special segment for this week, our Charm of the Week.
Charm of the Week.
Charm of the Week is where we are going to pick our favorite person from the cast this week.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with Rachel. We kind of got to see her a little bit this time. I really enjoyed her football necklace helmet that she was wearing. Yeah. I'm intrigued by the basket of eggs. You know, I'm gonna throw it to her this week. Okay. She's getting my charm.
I'm actually giving my charm to Rachel as well.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Because she did a great job keeping everything even keeled. She gave Reagan really good advice. And she kept her in check in a nice way. Yeah. And I think that she's a good balance between Reagan and between Tamika. Yeah. She's a good balance between the two. I think she's able to communicate what Tamika wants to communicate to Reagan in a way that Reagan receives it.
That she receives it, Perfect,
so that's why I'm giving my charm to Rachel.
Yes.
You are charmed.
Well, Rachel is unanimous this week for you. I'm giving her my charm as well. And for basically like those same sentiments, everything that you just said, like I said earlier, like she's a good balance in between the two and kind of knows both friends, you know what I mean, and knows how to talk to both of them. So I think that that's good when you have a friend like that. Like I said earlier, when you have it's kind of two hotheads, you know what I mean, that you have to deal with, and then there's someone that can kind of keep everybody together and keep the calm. Right. So like that's why, I'm giving my charm to Rachel as well.
Amen to that.
Yeah,
she's hella charmed.
She's triple charmed.
Triple charmed. All right, let's go ahead and get into some news and gossip.
All right.
AfterBuzz News.
All right, you guys. So on June 19th, John Moody shares this beautiful painting that we see him painting and a deep personal story behind this post on Instagram. He revealed that he was expecting a baby with a woman that he loved. And on her second trimester, her placenta tore, causing her to go into labor 22 weeks early.
Oh, no.
No, excuse me. She went into labor at 22 weeks. They gave birth to a baby boy named Miles. He passed away after his first breath. And he also revealed that this loss caused so much pain that he couldn't even face the child's mother, and he abandoned her, basically. And he said, quote, "For so long I've been dealing with this pain and have been disconnected from the experiences of what makes human connection so important." So June 19th was actually baby Miles' birthday. Aww. So shout out to John Moody.
Yeah. Man.
He's in pain.
Yeah, I hope he is kind of working things out with the mom, because that's a tough thing to go through
for both of them.
Yeah, for both of them. And I don't want to point the finger at him like, how dare you leave her at that time, because he was grieving himself, and we can't tell people how to grieve. Right. But I just hope going forward, now that he's kind of put it out there, I guess he's in a better place.
Yes.
So I hope he actually reached out to the mom, and I hope they're in a good place.
Better place. Yeah, for sure. Oh, wow. And on a lighter note, the bromance between John and Jeff spills over onto Twitter. Jeff takes to Twitter and says, "I can't ever thank John Moody enough for being there for me. In John Moody, we trust." And then John responds and says, "It's a romantic thing. I got you."
Oh,
I like romantic. I know we hear bromance, but I never heard romantic.
Very romantic of them.
They're so cute. Those two are adorable. Aww. And now some fans took to Twitter and have some romantic suggestions for Jeff. Okay. So one fan says, "I want Jeff to find him a nice black woman to settle down with." John responds and says, "I've been saying this for the longest." So John has yet to steer Jeff in the wrong direction. So they might be on to something. Jeff obviously likes, ethnic women. He was on the date with the Latina looking lady. So shout out to Jeff. I'm here for
Jeff,
whoever he picks.
I'm not mad at it. I want you to go ahead and get move on, because
he needs to.
Yeah.
But he needs to get that drinking under control.
He
Don't
so many
run the
shots.
Got to get the drinking under control.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The drinking is okay, but I think that the issue ends up being he has unresolved issues that come out when he's drinking.
True.
So I think that's the problem that we see.
Yeah.
But shout out to
a little bit of both, because then know your limit. When you feel like it's a little too much and you're about to go off the wall, then
you stop.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that's it for news and gossip, guys.
Okay. That was some cool gossip and news.
Yes.
All right. So before we get out of here, let's get into our predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz
I know it all. The all-knowing
predictions.
You're really into these predictions, girlfriend.
That thing. It makes me want to be a ghost.
Who wants to kick it off?
Well, I mean, we saw with the Kelsey and Tameka situation, she grabbing arms and stuff. We can't be touching now. So I feel like Tamika's going to lose her crap, and I would too. I'm thinking maybe some producers or something's gonna have to walk in and be like, "Ladies, no!" and have to separate them. So I'm thinking that's what's gonna happen. And then Jeff's probably gonna find out about the baby, and then it's just gonna be a whole mess. Poor Jeff. We're gonna have another Jeff situation.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. So I think I think, hope, and pray that Kelsey never tries to buck up again.
No.
She does not know how to buck up. So my prediction is there will be no more bucking up for Kelsey. Don't do it again, Kelsey. Yeah. That's not your lane. Nope.
My prediction, I feel like her and Justin are going to have a talk, which is going to be the opposite of the talk that they had tonight. You know what I mean? Like, okay, on second thought, maybe you shouldn't bark back.
Just kidding.
You don't know when to do it. Like
she's
said,
not the clapback queen.
No.
She's not the clapback queen.
And if you are, don't literally clap in their face or like have your
all the
hands there, like, you know,
soon.
behind the back.
You're lucky everyone is mature.
Right.
Ladies, you know what I mean? Because in the other circumstances, Kelsey, that would have went way left.
If this was one of the housewives.
Right. Like Love and Hip Hop or something.
Yeah, it would have went down. It would have went down.
That would have been, as they say. But yeah, so I think that Justin's going to end up talking to Kelsey, and this, like I said, it's going to be like the opposite conversation. Like, maybe let's try a different approach on how you deal with Tamica.
Let's hands.
And then poor Jeff, and I think once again, Barry's going to be the one to kind of like go after him, and we see Tamica going there too, but I think Barry's going to be the one to kind of get him back, calm him down, and everything like that. So I guess we'll see next week how
we shall see
Can't
on
wait.
episode 4.
Yes. Well, make sure you guys join us back here for episode 4, and also once again, go check out our interview with Tamica. Once again, AfterBuzz YouTube channel on the reality page. And let's go ahead and sign off, ladies. Katie, you want to kick it off?
Let's do it. Yes, you can follow me everywhere at Little Baby Kate. So make sure to check out my podcast. See you next Tuesday.
Hey y'all, you can catch me on social media at Ms. Ashley Marie.
And you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at ElmarieTV. We will see you guys next week.
Bye y'all.
Ciao.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.